Okay, so I finally got to watch Spiral from the Book of Saw, and I just want to say that there was a lot of people saying there was going to be a reboot or a remake of the original one. This is none of that. This is not a remake or a soft reboot or a reboot make or none like that. This is a continuation of the Saw saga or saga, as I like to call it. I cracked myself up. Anyways, this is a continuation in the same universe, same formula, but this one is much more thematically relevant than the rest, I guess, because it deals a lot with police brutality and corruption, and that was a really hot topic about a year ago. So yeah, I guess this was much more relevant thematically, although the other ones did try to do that a little bit, but this one, I think this one manages to handle it much more efficiently than the rest. The movie is produced by Chris Rock and stars Chris Rock as well. Back when I heard that, when the news broke that Chris Rock was producing and starring in a Saw movie, my reaction was the same as everyone's. What? Chris Rock? What the fuck? Really? But I personally think that he did a good job. I mean, he does his Chris Rock thing from time to time, like he does crack a lot of jokes, but he's an entertaining presence, and him and Samuel L. Jackson together on screen made this movie miles better than the previous ones. That's one of the pros I gotta give this movie over every other Saw. This one is so much more entertaining with them on screen, with them starring, at least for me. I like that. I like their chemistry. Their father-son relationship was interesting, had a good story to it. There's a new puppet for this one. This one, like I said, this new puppet is like a pig in cop uniform, and I know that pig is like derogatory slang for cops, but I do miss Billy the Puppet. He's just so iconic, and his tricycle with his black eyes, it's just, I missed that in this movie, although it wouldn't have made sense for him to pop up thematically because we're using the new persona that's taken over the Jigsaw killer identity. But I did miss Billy the Puppet. They bring back that quick cut editing for the traps, and I hate it so much. That's one of the things I hate most of this series. Like, I know it's an iconic thing for them to do, but it's just so jarring to me. And especially at the movies, which everything is so big, it's not good for my eyes. I didn't like that, but that's just a pet peeve of mine. There's not really a lot of innovation in terms of the formula they use for the traps and the movie in general. They use the same formula they've used throughout the entire series. If you've seen one Saw film, I think you're gonna know how this is gonna play out instantly. Also, the mystery of it's very much a whodunit mystery. They're trying to figure out who is doing this. They know it's someone close to home, and it is so obvious, so obvious who it is. The moment that character stepped on screen, I turned around and told my friend, "That's it. That's the killer." That's the killer, because it's so obvious. And then halfway through the movie tries to like throw you off with like, oh, it couldn't possibly be that character because this happened, so it can't be. And that only reinforces the thought of, yeah, that's the character who's behind all this. So yeah, that's one of probably the biggest thing I got against the movie. Is so obvious who it is that it's almost comical. The only way I could make it any more obvious is if I told you right now, but I won't, because it's a spoiler-free review. Promise I wasn't gonna say any spoilers, so no. You'll figure it out pretty soon if you go watch the movie. You'll figure it out quick. Now let's talk about the traps. Are the traps any good? Yeah, they're pretty fucking gnarly. I actually squirmed a little bit watching some of these traps. They're pretty creative. I gotta give it to them. They went all out with how fucked up these were. I was like turning away. It's so gnarly and close up, most of these, that you just, it's so detailed, it's disgusting. And I enjoyed, some sick way, I enjoyed that. I almost go like, please don't survive this, because I want to see how that turns out. But hey, I'm a pretty sick guy, what can I say? There's not that many traps though. I remember 4 off the top of my head, and I think those are it. Those are all the traps in the movie. The movie focuses more on the investigation side of the story, much more on the mystery side. And sadly, the mystery is just not that much of a mystery at all when you figure out who it is, which is immediately. I'd say if you're a fan of the Saw movies, you're gonna have a good time watching this. There's nothing really new about this one compared to the rest. It's just another story with the same formula as all of them, really. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on the new Saw movie. Have you seen it? If you have, please let me know down in the civilized section below. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I have an Instagram account at caffeine.prince98. I don't have Twitter because I hate it. And Facebook is for the family. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.